Well, it's been a few months since I even made that iPhone 14 Plus video of comparisons and reviews and so many other things. But the weird thing is the iPhone 14 Plus, so many months into its release cycle, is still seeing basically a lagging growth. It's pretty much not selling many units at all. And I, first of all, have seen nobody mention this phone in real life. I am surrounded by people who, buy these types of devices, review them, compare them. But even my personal life, people buy iPhones all the time and upgrade their devices just like every other person. I have not seen an iPhone 14 Plus in real life. I've seen tons of iPhone 14 Pros and Pro Maxes, but the thing with the 14 and the 14 Plus is that some would say, well, you're not going to be able to see an iPhone 14, and see the differences between them. And that is kind of true. With the 14 or 13, they kind of look the same, even with the 12. So you're really not going to be able to look and see, oh, that person's, using a 14, 13, or 12. But a 14 Plus is very unique because it is that bigger size model that has that notch. So you could just go ahead and take a look at your daily life when you're walking in a store or you're going wherever. Just take a look out, and it's crazy to see how many people are not using any of the 14 Pluses. I've seen a lot of 14 Pros and 14 Pro Maxes, mostly 14 Pros. I have not seen any iPhone 14 Plus in real life at all. Now, on top of that, 2 weeks ago, 9to5Mac made a little article stating that the iPhone 14 Plus demand, continues to lag and panel shipments were close to zero. What that means is basically they had a specific unit measure of iPhone, so they maybe had like a couple thousand iPhones they had first. And then what happened was if they end up selling a lot, well, they'll go ahead and order more panels and go from there. It looks like they're not even sold out of their original unit of, iPhones yet. So that is another big key takeaway that nobody's really buying this iPhone. But on top of that, if you go ahead and actually spec out an iPhone, 14 Pro or 14 Pro Max and you try to get it delivered to you, it's going to take weeks and weeks, maybe even a month or two for that specific unit of iPhone to be delivered to you. However, if you go ahead and take a look at the iPhone 14 or iPhone 14 Plus, those iPhones, particularly the iPhone 14 Plus, has the lowest arrival date out of all of the iPhones for the iPhone 14s. So that is another big takeaway, that people aren't really buying these iPhones at all. I have seen a few people mention the iPhone 14 Plus because there was an advertisement that Apple kind of messed around with too. But even that could have been kind of an L for the iPhone 14 Plus. So in my opinion, this iPhone, I think it sits in a really awkward spot. I don't really think it's a bad iPhone by any means, but it is one of those devices that just makes 0 sense to buy, considering you could buy an iPhone 13 Pro Max for cheaper than this thing, and that is a way better phone than this specific device. On top of that, from all the data that I've been able to see, it's not really looking too good for the 14 Plus. It looks like Apple's still going to be making a 15 Plus, but I'm just not really too sure what Apple's going to be doing here. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.